Charlie Craig was shot on the neck in front of the entire world. In fact, the video kept on circulating around the entire world. That is one of the most devastating time of my life. I felt that Charlie Craig will actually survive these only hours from then hearing a news from Donald Trump that Charlie Craig have died from the injury that he sustained during the shooting. A whole lot of people think that they are actually silencing a voice by killing Charlie Craig. Guess what? When you want to silence the gospel, you are only promoting it. If you are a believer of Christ, if you are a Christian, you'll be very, very familiar that Jesus was killed at his early 30s. And immediately he got killed, guess what? His apostles took the gospel to the next level, to places that Jesus was not even able to take the gospel into. When Paul was murdered in Rome, he was beheaded in such a shameful way. But guess what? Even before Paul was actually beheaded, Paul have already spread out the messages, typing a whole lot of letters to all of these churches that he helped to plant. And he kept on encouraging them. That is the Corinthians, that is the Thessalonians. Every single scripture that we have in our hands today, most of the New Testament, was written as a result of Paul being in prison, being in chains. Therefore, him trying to reach out to all of those countries, all of those places where he planted our church, that is exactly the Bible that we are trying to read. So anytime you try to cage the gospel, you're actually promoting it. 37,000 requests have come to the Turning Point USA, reaching out, a whole lot of individuals reaching out to promote Turning Point USA, to open a chapter for people to come in and start leading and take off from where Charlie Craig actually left off. And guess what? The wife is not even backing out. She said those people that killed the husband feel they have actually killed the voice, but they never knew the kind of fire they have actually ignited in the heart of this widow. Don't try to kill the gospel. Don't try to make the gospel not to be louder, because once you are doing that, you are actually making it to escalate more. It is like you are adding more wood to the fire, because when you add it, it will actually burn. Watch a whole lot of testimonies online, endless testimonies of people who started going to church, of people who consider Charlie Craig's marriage as their standard marriage. That actually speaks a whole lot of the legacy of Charlie Craig. And one thing is that Charlie Craig will never die. His legacy, whenever it was so painful for me, I was not able, I cried a whole lot when I had that. But at the end of the day, I still felt a whole lot for the reason why God allowed that to happen is for the spreading of the gospel. And that is exactly what is happening. The entire world is honoring this young man that just lived for 31 years but had made a whole lot of impact just within a very short time that he lived here on earth. I believe that his legacy will forever live